And good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everybody. Welcome to another episode of New Earth TV Live, where today we're going to be doing another Earth meditation. We're going to be doing some inner practices. We're going to do some distance healing, and we're going to get into some general Q&A as well, too. So I'm looking forward to today's broadcast. We've got some more fun announcements to share, so why don't we go ahead and get right into it. Beautiful, sacred geometrical clothing, apparel, and accessories imbued with spirit source energy to heal, rejuvenate, detoxify, and strengthen the body. Shop now at healingcodeshop.com.
The latest revelation in alternative healing has arrived. The Healing Code Cards, a spiritual technology unlike anything else. Through the power of sacred geometry imbued with pure source energy, physical ailments can become eliminated and detoxified from your body. 36 cards specifically designed to work on the major areas of the body, encouraging natural recovery and increased vitality. Working with the cards are easy, and their healing results are profound. Download our collection of free sample cards so you can experience results for yourself. And don't forget to view our customer testimonials. Our printed Healing Code card deck is available now with shipping available worldwide. Visit our website at healingcodecards.com.
And of course, I was talking about this on Thursday. Oh, whoops, something of mine fell off. Fell off the desk there. Not sure what that was. Anyways, I was talking about this on Thursday with the printed cards update. I got a recent email just the other day from UPS. The Mind Deck is actually going to be expected not this weekend, but on April 5th. Okay, so it's going to be happening here on Monday. It's going to be coming to my door on Monday. At least that's the current plan. The Tuesday, April 5th. It is supposed to be here, so we'll see. They have told me that they've cleared customs and that they're just waiting for a driver in LA to pick up the package and then send it over here to BC. So just stay tuned, guys. I know there's been a lot of delays and people have just been like, what's going on here? What's going on with the cards? That's been my question as well, too. There's a lot of customs delays, shipment delays. The whole shipping industry right now is just in turmoil. So I haven't updated this frame yet, but again, it's going to be coming here on April 5th, and then the physical Mind Deck will be available. And like I said, once it is available, once it's at my door, then I'll be informing all of my platforms, all social media platforms here on YouTube, Facebook, Telegram, newsletter, right? Everybody will know that the Mind Deck is here. And then the Body Deck and Energy Deck shouldn't be that far behind. It'll probably be another month or month and a half before those two decks get here too as well. I know it's a pain in the butt waiting, but what can you do? You just have to be patient. So again, it should be on its way here on Tuesday for the Mind Deck. Okay, private sessions are available 15, 30, and 45 minutes, as well as 3 question email sessions done offline. You can check that out, newearthteachings.com. And again, if you want to speak to me a little more quickly, rather than waiting for one-to-one sessions, you can go to patreon.com/newearthteachings. It's at the beginning of the month, so it's the best time to sign up now for Patreon. Like I said, you guys are going to have a great time. If you sign up for the bi-weekly group Q&A sessions, they are simply awesome. All right. And I know there's some people say, oh, brother, I just want to talk to you by myself. And okay, well, then you have to wait a long list, right? Wait for the long list here because I'm pretty much booked up until early July. But if you can get that courage and you want to share yourself on the bi-weekly group Q&A sessions, this is where you want to sign up for, right? So you're going to be looking also at archived webinars, very informative, my old Adronis webinars that are on there as well too. A lot of great content. Courses are also on there, like the Body Regeneration Series course, the Akashic Records Home Study course is on there, Law of Attraction Unleashed is on there, Adronis 4-Phase courses is on there, and that's all included with the monthly membership. All right, so give it a try. Check it out. So here's another big announcement. I'm going to be doing the New Earth Teachings Healing Tour between July 15th to July 30th this year. So I'm going to be booking some places here throughout Vancouver Island, BC, Lower Mainland, BC, and Alberta. All right. So that is my goal. I'm looking to get maybe about 7 or 8 different in-person events going for Vancouver, the Lower Mainland, and Alberta. Okay. So if you guys are watching this and you're in BC or you're in Alberta, feel free to join up with the Meetup group. All right. You'll find the Meetup group link in the video description. Okay, and sign up for the Meetup group. Like I said, these events that I'm going to be doing, these in-person events, are going to be free. Okay, so you can always leave a donation, of course, but they will be free. Everyone will be welcome to attend these several different events that I'm going to have planned. So I will not be, of course, doing private sessions between July 15th and August 30th, because first August is going to be kind of like my vacation month. And July 15th to 30th, I'm going to be doing the healing tour. So I'm looking forward to this. It's been 2 years. Just been sitting on my butt at home here, which hasn't been too bad. But now just being able to get up and do this healing tour again and visiting different places and seeing people in person is always more thrilling to me than just talking to you guys on the computer, right? I'm happy that I talk to people video to video. That's cool. I'm happy to talk to you guys chat to chat. That too is cool. But being able to actually talk to you in person and be there with you, give you a hug, there's nothing greater than that. So I'm looking forward to this healing tour, July 15th to July 30th. Stay updated. I'm going to be giving more information as I book more places around Vancouver Island, around the Lower Mainland, and Alberta as well too. Once the restrictions fade away completely, then I'll be looking into doing some U.S. tours as well too. But in the meantime, it's just going to be West Coast Canada, so I'm looking forward to that. And the final announcement is my second interview with Janine, Tarot by Janine Morogo. And it's going to be happening on Friday, April 15th at 11 a.m. Pacific time. That's 2 p.m. Eastern. Q&A with viewers on Zoom. Okay, so this is going to be broadcast on New Earth Teachings. But if you want to ask Janine a question, you have to be on Zoom. Okay, I'm not taking questions from YouTube. You guys can watch it on YouTube, but if you want to ask a question with Janine, you got to be on Zoom. Okay, so New Earth Teachings on YouTube. Again, that link will be in the video description here. I'm not too sure if I've updated the video description yet, but if not, I will very shortly. Just check back the recording. If by chance you don't see the link there, check back after the show, after the event today, and I'll make sure it's there. Okay, so I'm looking forward to that. In the meantime, just go to New Earth Insights, my last New Earth Insights broadcast I did on Thursday. It is there in the video description, so you can click on that there, and I will work to get that link up after today's broadcast. And this is actually the final announcement. Okay, so everything on New Earth Teachings here is backed up through Odyssey. Okay, so odyssey.com/@newearthteachings. This is my backup channel in case the unforeseen happens. Everything is backed up on Odyssey. All right, so a lot of announcements, I know. A lot of stuff happening. So, again, welcome everybody. Thank you very much for being here. Thank you guys for your contributions. Debbie, I got yours as well too. Tara, I got yours. So thank you so much for your contributions, guys. That means a lot to me. And let me just make sure my camera is okay here. It looks a little blurry here. Okay, I guess it'll be all right. All right, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to do a earth meditation, right? Earth guided meditation. So let me just go ahead and pull up the screen here. There we go. So let's just get ourselves nice and relaxed, nice and comfortable, making sure the body is free of any tension, keeping your spine nice and straight. And we're just going to close our eyes now. Let's take a deep breath in. Deep breath out. Once again, deep breath in. And out. And one more time, deep breath in. And out. And I want you just to be aware of where you are currently upon the planet. Okay, and I want you just to imagine now your heart is turning transparent. You can place both of your hands upon the center of your chest. Your heart is turning transparent, and you see the spirit light star contained in the center of the heart. And now I just want you to place your hands now in prayer posture. And as we breathe in, as we inhale, we're making that star in the center of the heart brighter. And as we exhale, we're going to expand the hands, and we're making that star in the center of the heart bigger. So inhale, making it brighter and brighter. Exhale, making it bigger and bigger. Inhale, brighter and brighter. Exhale, bigger and bigger. Inhale, brighter and brighter. Exhale, bigger and bigger. And I just want you to fully extend your hands out all the way that they can go, as far as out they can go. And just resting your hand upon your lap. Resting both of your hands upon your lap, I should say. And now letting that light just expand more and more so that it now covers the entire earth. So the entire earth is now completely saturated, completely covered with your divine spirit light from the heart. And just seeing that white spirit light of yours like the atmosphere of the earth. You're feeling this very soft white light that is covering the entire atmosphere of the earth. And I want you now just to continue to do that deep breathing in and deep breathing out. And I want you to feel that light getting thicker and thicker and thicker. And now you're actually seeing the entire sky covered with that soft white spirit light that is yours. And as that light gets thicker and thicker, we're again seeing these tendrils, we're seeing these tethers coming down, and they're connecting to every single country. They're connecting to the territories of the earth, going deeply into that land and penetrating all the way to the core of the earth. You're seeing all of those tendrils, those tethers, connecting to all of these countries of the world. You're even seeing those tendrils, those tethers, connecting directly into the ocean. That you're seeing hundreds of these tethers, these tendrils, and they're all connecting together directly to the heart, to the core of Mother Earth. And for this meditation, we want to just completely saturate the earth in her entirety with this love. So just bringing your hands now back into, placing them upon the center of the chest, feeling into your heart. And I want you just to think of a very, very happy thought. I want you to think of something that is just making you so happy, making you feel so transformative, so blissful, so brilliant, so peaceful. I want you to think of that beautiful thought. I want you just to send that thought out like it's a small orb all the way up to the sky, all the way up into the atmosphere, and you're seeing that thought just explode. And that explosion of love energy is now saturating the entire atmosphere. The atmosphere of your spirit light. You're feeling that pure loving flow channel through the entire atmosphere and flowing through these tendrils, these tethers that are touching all of the land masses, that are touching all of the oceans upon the planet, and you're feeling all of that love just flowing through these tethers. And that love energy flowing through the tethers right now, as it touches the surface of all the territories of the earth, those territories are now being illuminated with that brilliant spirit light. All of those territories are being illuminated. All of the people, all of the animals, all of the nature is feeling this pure love energy that's being sent through these tethers. The marine life, the ocean life, is also being illuminated, and all the creatures of the ocean are also receiving your pure love energy. All of the divine nature that is upon the earth is being illuminated, and they too are receiving your divine loving energy. And just feel all of that love flowing through every single tether that has touched the surface of the earth. And just see the entire world slowly rotating as you are seeing every landmass and every part of the ocean covered with this illumination through your brilliant thought. See yourself as the sovereign of the earth. See yourself as the king. See yourself as the queen. See this as your planet, as your earth. And you are nurturing her. You are giving her this divine loving energy that is penetrating the surface of all lands and of all the oceans. And that love penetrates even deeper and deeper inside the earth, going right into her core, right into her heart. And you're feeling the entire planet from the inside starting to illuminate. That illumination is now reaching through the inner mantle, the inner crust, and coming back out through the surface. You're seeing the north and southern poles of the planet opening up and feeling this delightful, divine loving energy filling the entire planet. The earth is completely covered in this pure love from her children, where the children are now becoming the mother and the father of the earth. And the earth has now become their child. And how would you treat that beautiful child that is Mother Earth? That you cradle her, that you nurture her, that you wrap her up, that you kiss her forehead, and saying, now I am the parent of Mother Earth, and Mother Earth is my child, just as you are the child of Mother Earth, and Mother Earth is your mother. The roles are now being reversed here. How would you treat that newborn infant that is Mother Earth? That she is in your hands right now, that you are cradling her right now, and you are filling yourself with all of this love to deliver to her, like a mother breastfeeding a child. All of that love is being brought into her now. Like a father that is just cradling his newborn child for the first time, holding her, kissing her on the forehead, and so blessed that he can see his newborn child. That's the love that I want you to put into the earth right now. That is the love I want you to feel as you connect with the beautiful, pure consciousness of the earth right now. Fill all of her lands with this pure love. And let every human being, let every animal, let every component of nature, let the mineral kingdom, let the elemental kingdom, let all kingdoms upon the earth feel the pure divine love that you are bestowing the earth here and now. Light up that love. Light up the new earth with your pure love. And now we're just going to take a minute of silence so that you can have that time expressing your pure love with the earth right now. And a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Taking this last moment now just to send your love and your pure appreciation to Divine Mother Earth as you feel her love for the love that you have shared here today. And now just feeling all of those tethers, those tendrils now starting to retract themselves and returning back into the atmosphere of spirit light. Feeling all of that spirit light returning now back into yourself. So you're just retracting all of that light now, and you're just saying the affirmation. God is making Earth better and better. 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 And we're just going to place all of that love energy back into the heart, back into the spirit light star, and feeling the heart now return back to normal. And when you are ready, you can slowly come back into the present moment, opening your eyes and returning. So thank you very much, once again, everybody, for joining me for the Earth meditation. This is such an important time. The Earth needs so much love from her children. That's our responsibility, right? We're here to take care of this beautiful world. We're here to take care of our mother. And we had a chance to see the roles reversed. What if Mother Earth was your child? How would you take care of her? And so I can feel a lot of warmth and love from the audience here. I know that there is so much love and compassion and joy that's being brought upon the earth right now. And we just need more people. We need more people to do these kinds of meditations. Right? When I do New Earth Insights, we got nearly 1,000 people on. When I'm doing New Earth TV Live, there's less. Right? We need to really step up. So continue to share this video, even if it's just the Earth meditation. Share that with people. Remind them of this and how important it is. And this really makes a difference. It really does make a big difference with everything that's happening in the world. All right. So thank you so much, everybody, for joining me with that. Okay. So we're now going to go ahead and do a little bit of inner practices, and then we're going to get into some distance healing. So today we're just going to do a lot more alternate nostril breathing. Okay, this is really what I want to focus on today, is alternate nostril breathing and bellows breath. Okay, so these are also two very powerful techniques that the yogis have taught many of us throughout the ages. And this is also another technique that's helping you to move yourself into that parasympathetic nervous system flow, into the subtle state, the lower idle state, right? One of those things that I've talked about quite commonly is heart rate variability, where that's bringing you into the parasympathetic nervous system, stimulating that, stimulating the dorsovagal nerve complex, the vagus nerve. So I'm going to give you another wonderful technique today. So this is what we call alternate nostril breathing. Okay, so we take the thumb, place it on the right nostril, and we just start breathing in and breathing out. And then we switch, taking the middle finger, putting it on the left nostril, breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in, and switch. And breathing in, switch. Inhale, switch. Inhale. Switch. Inhale. Switch. Inhale. Switch. Inhale. Switch, last time. Okay, so that is alternate nostril breathing. I'm already getting high off that. Okay, so we use alternate nostril breathing because what this is doing is this is energizing the Ida and the Pingala. Okay, the Ida would represent the left nostril, the Pingala would represent the right nostril. And these are two channels that go from the Anya chakra, going all the way down to the Muladhara chakra or the root chakra. Okay, now in between those two channels is what's known as the Sushumna channel. Okay, that's known as the central channel, and that connects directly with the medulla oblongata and connecting directly in station to the Anya chakra. So our goal when we're doing alternate nostril breathing and we're stimulating the Ida and Pingala channels is to open up the Sushumna. As we open up the Sushumna, you're now allowing both channels of air from the nostrils to be active. Now this happens usually about an hour and 20 minutes every day that the nostrils can actually switch. Okay, so you may notice that you can test your breath right now. Let's try the left nostril first. Okay, let's try the other nostril. Okay, for me, the right nostril is strong. That's Pingala energy. That's the prana channel. Okay, your left nostril is the manas or the mind channel. Okay, it works together with the mental energy. And your right nostril represents prana energy. Now, when you notice that when you go to sleep at night, if your right nostril is a lot more dominant in regards to the breath coming out of the nostril, you're in beta state. Okay, so that is why some of us have a very hard time sleeping at night, because the majority of air that's coming out of our nose is actually coming through the right channel. It's coming out through the Pingala. And that's putting you into the beta state. So what is the beta state all about? That's what's giving you thoughts. This is another problem when people are meditating and their right nostril is more active than their left, which means they're constantly thinking all the time, right? You're constantly in a state of thought, and that's going to be a problem if you're trying to go into meditation and keep your mind clear. So you want to work together with the alternate nostril breathing. So you want to do just exactly what I've demonstrated here for you today, is working with the Ida and the Pingala channels, the left and the right channels, okay? And our goal is to bring as much even distribution of air through the left and right channels as possible, okay? So here's another thing that you guys may not be aware of. I want you right now just to take the back of your wrist here with your right hand, and I want you just to put it near the right nostril and take a deep breath in and out. So you should feel the breath around the back of your wrist here, okay? Now I want you to take your left wrist, and I want you to just put it right next to your left nostril. Okay. Do you guys notice the difference? And I'm not talking about the distribution of air. You will notice that there is one nostril that actually has a slightly cooler air distribution coming out than the other. The air in the right nostril is actually a tiny bit warmer than the air that comes out of the left nostril. The left nostril has a slightly bit cooler air coming out of it. So the nostril is a coolant system, and this is exactly what our brain needs. A lot of people do not know this. Okay? You think that if we just breathe, no, you can even feel it when you're breathing on your palm or breathing on the back of your hand. Yeah, the left nostril feels a tiny little bit cooler. Okay? That again is something that perhaps even mainstream science doesn't even know yet. And it's so simple. And the yogis are introducing this to us. Okay? So this is letting you know that this is a coolant system. Okay? So your brain actually requires a little bit more of that cooler air. And it's not just the same distribution of temperature between the right nostril and the left nostril. So the Pingala, the right nostril, actually has a little bit warmer breath, a little bit warmer air as it's coming out. Because that, again, is what's known as the prana nadi. Okay, so that works together with the prana. And this, of course, being the Ida, which is representing the manas nadi, or the mind or mental nadi, has a little tiny bit cooler air coming through it. Okay. So Sparrow Rose says, hardly any air comes out of my right nostril. That's because you're more so on the mental energy. You're in the Ida. Okay. The Ida is more the feminine channel. Okay. And the Pingala is more of the masculine channel. So when we're working together with the Ida breath, now let's say, for example, you're just about to go to sleep, and you notice that the breath is quite strong within your Ida nostril, okay, with the Ida channel. What does that mean? That means you're going into delta. Okay, so if you notice that your right nostril is not really breathing so well, but your left nostril is bringing out a lot of air, then you're able to go to sleep very quickly, like that. Okay, so if you actually work to our goal is to really balance out both hemispheres. But if you notice that you're just breathing out through the Ida channel quite frequently, and you're ready to go to bed, you're going to go to sleep pretty quickly. Okay, because that's the Ida channel, that's the mental channel. Okay, and that immediately puts you in a delta state. So as soon as you're doing this breath coming out the left nostril, and that left nostril is dominant with more air coming out altogether, that's what's bringing you into the delta state. Okay, so some people may have a stronger Pingala channel. Okay, that Pingala channel is more so for the thinkers, right? People who have a lot of logic. I'm one of those people as well too, because a lot of the time my right nostril is a little bit more dominant because I am quite the thinker. I plan, I organize, right? I put things together. But when I'm meditating, my goal is to basically have even distribution between the Ida and Pingala channels because the Sushumna is active. Now the Sushumna channel needs to be open and active in order for you to have a Kundalini awakening. Okay, it's exactly what I did in 2018, doing practices, making sure the chakra channels were clear, and making sure that the Sushumna, the central channel, is completely open and active. Without that Sushumna channel open and active, you will not be able to have a Kundalini awakening. Okay, but the good news is that the Sushumna channel does awaken itself periodically through the day. There's about a 1 hour and 20-minute shift in between the channels, and that includes both nostrils. When both nostrils are breathing even distribution of air, prana, the Sushumna channel is open. Okay, and that's your opportunity, because it lasts a certain amount of time, about 80 minutes, to bring about Kundalini awakening, if your chakras are cleaned up. Okay, so in the times ahead, I'm going to be doing some tours, hopefully beyond Canada as well too, in the United States, and a lot of these tours are going to be referred to as Kundalini and Inner Practices, what I refer to as KIP tours, right? Where I'm going to be teaching you guys to go into preparation to have Kundalini awakening, right? That's going to be a little bit ways down the road. I will not be doing that with my upcoming tours. It's a healing tour, so I'm going to be working with a lot more healing modalities for people. But in time, I'm going to be creating more of these Kundalini and Inner Practices retreats and tours as well too, as the world starts to open up again, as we move later into the year and into 2023 as well too. So that's a great recommendation if you guys want to be a part of that. Okay, someone asks, books you recommend on this. Okay, I'm trying to remember the titles off by hand. There's a kind of a rare book. It's called Swara Yoga. Okay, you have to kind of look around for it. I'm trying to remember how I got mine. I think mine was through another book website, but it's called Swara Yoga. Swara. Swara Yoga. That's one of the best books to use to find out a little bit more about the Ida and Pingala and the Sushumna. Okay, I'm just trying to remember some of the other ones I have. There's the Tantric. I'm trying to remember the name of the book. It's such a long title. It's basically about Kriya Yoga and Tantra. Okay, and it was written by a Swami. It's a really big book. I'm trying to remember. I don't have the title off my hand. It's a long title. Yoga in Korea, Tantric Techniques, and there was a Swami Sarvapananda. I'm not sure if I remember his name, but it's a very big book. Okay, and that teaches all about Kriya Yoga and Tantra and utilizing these techniques as well too. Okay, so that's a big thick book. You can find that one on Amazon. And there's Hatha Yoga Pradipaki, I think it's called. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing it right. You have to excuse me, guys. I don't speak Sanskrit. So the Hatha Yoga Pradipaki or something, I can't remember the name. You have to excuse me if I don't know that one right. But that's the other book as well too. Okay, so those are 3 books that I'm working with, as well as 2 because I've been studying yoga for many years myself. So you can also look into these techniques online through YouTube, just looking into alternate nostril breathing, looking into the Sushumna channel, okay, looking into Ida into Pingala as well too, okay, and that will certainly help you as well if you want to learn more about this. But again, in time, I'm going to be teaching you guys how to do this because really it is quite simple. It is quite a simple practice. It's the dedication that we need that is the most important thing, okay? And so you're doing things like Kriya Yoga, you're doing things like Hatha Yoga, you're getting yourself into the asanas, and you're working with that daily. And this is helping to prepare your body so that you can start working with the deeper techniques, which are actually quite simple. But again, it's dedication, it's commitment. That's what we want to work with a lot more, okay? So next thing I'm going to teach you guys is we're going to work with bellows breath all together. So I'm just going to stand up for this briefly, just so you guys can see what I'm going to be showing you. Okay, so we're just going to place our hands. We can either place our hands just like this if we want, or you can keep it in prayer position if you want. You'll be sitting when you're doing this, but I'm just standing up so you can see it. Okay, so your hands can be on your lap. They can be here, or they can be here. Okay, and so as I do the bellows breath, it's... Okay. So what you're doing is you're focusing on the exhale. So again, we're going to be seated doing this. Sorry guys, technical difficulty. I think I need a better set. Anyways, so we're going to be sitting while we're doing this. So like I said, you can have your hands on your lap, you can have your hands on your belly, or you can put your hands in prayer posture, whatever you think is best. Okay? And so I just want you to do bellows breath. Okay, we're doing the abdominal rapid fire breath here. And I just want you to focus on the exhale. Okay, so like I said, just watch me again. Okay, so we're going to do 36 of those, okay? Now, normally, it's good to do about 500, but because we're limited on time, and I just want to do a demonstration with you guys today, we just start off at your own pace, right? If you do 36, great. Let's move up to see if we can do 100. Okay, let's move up to see if we can do this from 200, right? And just work at your own pace. I know not everybody may be able to go all the way up to 500, but let that be your goal, okay? So you're kind of just keeping track of this in the mind as you're doing this, okay? So deep breath in and out and begin. Okay, so when you're doing that, that's 36 reps right there. When you're doing that, you're just focusing on the exhale. Don't try to focus on your inhale at the same time. No, you're going to get confused. So you just want to focus on the exhale. It's like pressing a pump, okay? The pump knows to immediately inhale and exhale when you're pressing it, okay? So same thing here with you. So all I'm doing is focusing on the exhale. Okay, and that's it. So start off with 36, see how you do with 36, and then maybe move up to 72, and then go up to 100. See how you feel. This does so many great benefits for the entire body. This actually eliminates disease. This eliminates illness in the body. Throughout our daily lives, we exercise the top of the body quite often. We exercise the legs, but we really do not exercise the abdomen that much. I'm not talking about people who are diehards at gyms or anything like that. But commonly, when we're doing our daily work, this gets exercised quite a bit, right? The moving of our arms, the chest, and the legs, of course, get exercised quite a bit, but the abdomen does not. And this is what leads to fermentation of illnesses being built up in the abdominal center because of stagnancy. So when you're working together with this bellows breath, when you're working with the rapid fire abdominal breathing, that helps to reverse it. So again, if you feel that you can do it, it's good to do about 500 of those reps per day. Okay. If you can do even more, that's even great. That's fantastic. Okay, so this is working with your abdominal center. Okay, just helping to clear away a lot of diseases and illnesses that are fermented into the abdomen. This also helps to stimulate the heart. This is also putting you into parasympathetic nervous system. Okay, this is another parasympathetic nervous system breath that you can do. Okay, so like I said, if you do the 500, you're going to start moving yourself into the low idle state. I also do this as an alternative to the heart rate variability breath, okay? Because you'll feel it after doing 500 of these. You really feel it. You can feel that stimulation, that buzzing of energy. You can feel your hands getting warm. You can feel your skin tingling, right? You can feel those effects very similar to the heart rate variability. So this is an alternate one. So if you guys want to use this one instead of the HRV when you're doing BCR, that's something you can do as well too. So okay, I'll do bellows breath. I'll do the rapid fire abdominal breathing. Great, you can do that as well. Same thing with the alternate nostrils, alternate nostril breathing. Okay, you do enough of that. I'd say you do about 20 rounds of 20. Okay, that's a lot, but nonetheless, you're going to get that parasympathetic nervous system stimulation. Okay, that's what we want because that's bringing us into the calmness and relaxation of our being, so that we can now go into deeper states. Okay. So, heart rate variability, alternate nostril breathing, rapid fire abdominal breathing. These are 3 excellent breathing techniques that you can work with that will help you to get yourself into the parasympathetic nervous system, stimulating the vagus nerve, and going into those deeper, low idle, subtle body states. Okay, so give it a try. All right, so that is our inner practices for today. Next, we're going to go ahead and move into distance healing. Okay, so if you guys do have requests, either for yourself or for another, you can feel free to put that into the chat. I'm going to scroll up to the top of the chat and work my way down. And then after distance healing, we'll be getting into Q&A. Okay, general Q&A. So please remember, guys, when we get into Q&A, no personal questions, just semi-personal or general questions in nature. Okay. All right, so let me just go down the chat here. I'm right at the top. Okay, here's a request here from Tara. Tara says, "Hi, Brad. Can you please do a healing for my son Nathan? He got a college baseball scholarship and is playing in IA, but he had to have hand surgery in December, and hand recently started hurting again." Okay, let me just go ahead and switch the windows here. There we go. All right, so yes, Tara, we can work together with your son. So it's the same thing as I've done in the previous weeks, working with the healing power. So I'm going to be calling your son's higher self in, and your higher self, his higher self will be working together with me. So let's take a moment. And Tara, if you want to offer some loving healing in the background, you certainly can. Okay, so I'm calling forward Nathan was his name. Okay, so Nathan's higher self, calling him forward now. Okay, he's here with me. So taking a deep breath in, deep breath out. Extending out that light. Brighter and brighter as you inhale, bigger and bigger as you exhale. That light represents your love, your trust, and your faith. And just connecting to that light now as we begin. Okay, to Nathan's higher self, we're bringing that light back in. God is making me better and better. 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 Putting all that light back into the heart. Seeing the heart returning back to normal. Blessings to you, Nathan, to the higher self. Thank you very much. Okay. So Tara, very good. His hand will be doing a lot better. Okay, just continue to send him a lot of love. Just him all together, right? Not so much to his hand, just to himself. That healing energy is going to come together. Okay, it's good that I feel you have a good relationship with your son. So keep sending him that loving energy. That will certainly help. Okay, thank you very much for your request. Okay, going down the list here a bit more. So we're getting some people that are already asking questions. Like I said, guys, we'll get to that shortly. Okay. So just give me a moment here, guys. I'm just going down the list. Okay, so this one here is from Margaret Spina. If I'm pronouncing your last name right. Spina. Okay. So Margaret says, Brad, my name is Margaret. I'd like prayer for my left knee, please. Well, we're not really doing prayer here. We're doing spirit healing, but I know what you mean. Okay. So we'll work with the healing power for your left knee. Okay. So, like I said, it's not me doing the healing. It's spirit through me. Okay. So this is spirit healing through me. Margaret. Okay, maybe it's your first time here, but now you know. Okay, so Margaret, right now, just placing your hands upon the center of your chest, taking a deep breath in and out. Deep breath in and out. One more time, deep breath in and out. Okay, so Margaret, placing your hands now in prayer posture. I want you to see your heart turning transparent. I want you to see that little dot in the center of your transparent heart, representing the spirit light star. I want you, with your thought, to move that star out of the heart and in between both palms. So as you inhale, taking a deep breath in, making that star brighter and brighter. As you exhale, starting to extend your hands, making that star bigger and bigger. Brighter and brighter. Bigger and bigger. Brighter and brighter. Bigger and bigger. Brighter and brighter. Bigger and bigger. Extending your hands out as far and wide as they can go. And just placing them gently on your lap now. And I want you to see that light expanding out, making that light as big as the universe itself. And this light, Margaret, represents that of your love, your trust, and your faith. Okay? So, Margaret, I'd like you to repeat an affirmation just after me now. I completely believe that the healing I shall receive will heal me. I completely believe that the healing that I shall receive will heal me. All right, we'll begin. Love and blessings to you, Margaret. Taking all of that light now, returning it back into yourself, slowly feeling it retract. As it's retracting, you're saying again, God is making me better and better. 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 Putting all of that light back into the heart, back into the spirit light star, seeing the heart returning back to normal. Okay. So this is just some wear and tear on your knee. It's been there for quite some time. There's been some stress and tension relating to that knee as well too. Good as new. Okay, it's going to be good as new here. So I want you just to get lots of rest. When you're noticing that energy coming upon you, okay, don't burn it out. That's healing energy. Okay, that healing energy wants to be preserved so that it's working with your knee, healing it all up. Okay, so just take it easy with yourself. Be very ginger with yourself over the next 24 hours, just so that that knee is absorbing all of that spirit energy and returning back as good as new. Okay? Thank you very much, Margaret. Blessings to you. Okay. So this one here is from Kunga. And Kunga says distant healing for skeletal system. Okay, so the entire skeletal system. Sounds good. I think what we'll do instead, Kunga, is we'll do the musculoskeletal system. Okay? So the muscles and skeleton. All right? So that's fine. So Kunga, right now, just placing your hands upon the center of your chest, taking some deep breaths in and out. Inhale. Exhale. Again, inhale. Exhale. One more time. Inhale. Exhale. Okay, putting your hands in prayer posture. Seeing your heart turn transparent. Seeing the spirit light star in the center of your heart now. Moving it with your thought directly into the center of your palms. Taking a deep breath in. Making that light brighter and brighter. Deep breath out. Making that star bigger and bigger, extending your hands out. Inhale, brighter and brighter. Exhale, bigger and bigger. Extending your hands out all the way. Brighter and brighter, bigger and bigger star. And once they're fully stretched out, resting them down on your lap. Seeing that light as expansive as the universe itself. For this represents your love, your trust, and your faith. Okay, and before we begin, Kanga, just want you to say the following affirmation after me. I completely believe that the healing I shall receive will heal me. I completely believe that the healing that I shall receive will heal me. All right, we'll begin. Right, love and blessings to you, Kunga. Thank you very much. Taking all of that light now, retracting it back into yourself, saying slowly to yourself, God is making me better and better. 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 Putting all of that light back into the heart, back into the spirit light star, seeing the heart return back to normal. Okay. And your musculoskeletal system is now being completely cleansed and purified. So like I said, that healing energy is upon you right now. Let it just work together with you, being very gentle and ginger with yourself today for the next 24 hours. Okay? Thank you very much. All right. So going down the list here some more. Okay, this next one is from Crystal Princess. Crystal Princess says, healing request swollen stomach. All right. So Crystal Princess, yes, we will do that now. So placing your hands upon the center of your chest, taking 3 deep breaths in and out. So inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Placing your hands in prayer posture. Seeing your heart turn transparent. Seeing the spirit light star in the center. Moving your spirit light star with your thought in between both palms. Taking a deep breath in. Brightening the light. Deep breath out. Making that star bigger and bigger. Inhale, brighter and brighter. Exhale, bigger and bigger. Fully extending your hands out as far and wide as they can go. Resting them on the lap now. Tuning into that light, making it as expansive as the universe. For this represents your love, your trust, and your faith. And saying the affirmation once again. I completely believe that the healing that I shall receive will heal me. Okay, we'll begin. And blessings to you, Crystal Princess. It is now done. Okay, so there's just a lot of stress, a lot of tension energy, a lot of swelling energy, just a lot of bad food from the past as well too. That has caused some problems with the stomach acid and the glands in the stomach. Okay, so all of that's been pulled out, and now all this rejuvenation energy is being brought in as well too. Okay, the stomach also comes with heavy panic and heavy anxiety, so making sure that we're governing our emotions properly. We know how to do that very, very well with BCR technique. Okay, so blessings to you. Thank you. Taking all of that light now, bring it back into yourself, retracting it back. God is making me better and better. 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 Putting it all back into the heart, back into the spirit light star, seeing the heart return back to normal. Blessings to you, and thank you. All right. Okay, so this is from Linda. Next one. Yes, please send healing to my friend Deb. She has back pain and has a rod already in her back. Okay, there's a question mark there, so. All right, no problem. We'll work together with Deb. All right, so I'm just going to call in Deb's higher self right now to be present with me. Okay, Deb's higher self is with me now. Placing hands in prayer posture. Okay, expanding that light. Expanding the hands out fully. Tuning into that light now, as big as the universe itself, representing love, trust, and faith. All right, we will begin. blessings to you, Deb. Now, just taking all of that love energy, bring it back into the heart. God is making me better and better. 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 Putting that all right back into the heart. Back into the spirit light star. Heart returning back to normal. Love and blessings to Deb. Thank you very much. Okay, thank you for that request. Okay, this one here is from Oniva, if I'm pronouncing that right. Oniva, please for Saras in Fiji, kidney failure on dialysis. Okay, so I'll work with Saras in Fiji, kidney failure. All right. So I'll call in Saras's higher self now. Okay, Saras's higher self is with me. Hands together in prayer posture. Okay, loving blessings to Saras. Taking all of that light now back in, retracting it in. God is making me better and better. 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 Putting that all back into the heart. Putting it back into the spirit light star. Heart returning back to normal. Love and blessings to Saras from Fiji. Thank you. Okay, guys, we're going to do one more healing request, and we're going to get into Q&A. Okay, so last one. We'll do a group one at the end as well, too, so hold on to your hats. At the end of the broadcast, we'll do a group healing. Okay. Okay, this one's from Libra Love. Hello, Libra. Libra says, hey, Brad, I would love some healing for chronic candida. Thank you so much. Okay. So, usually when there's candida is not really the problem. Candida is the defense mechanism. It's the yeast that's created because there's a lot of inflammation and harsh bacteria and invaders in the body. Okay? So that's what I'd like to primarily focus on, right? A lot of people think candida is bad. It's not. It's a natural defense mechanism that has been created in the body because there is an overage of bad bacteria, of harsh invaders, pathogens, viruses, a lot of debris. Okay? And the body is responding to that by creating the candida. So we want to actually leave the candida alone. Okay? We want to focus on what the candida in the body is attempting to defend the body from, and that's what we're going to clear out. Okay? So Libra, placing your hands now upon the center of your chest. Take a deep breath in, deep breath out. Once again, deep breath in and out. And one more time, deep breath in and out. Okay, with hands in prayer posture, seeing your heart turn transparent, seeing the spirit light star in the center, taking that spirit light star now with your thought, moving it in between your palms. Okay, taking a deep breath in as you breathe in, making that star brighter and brighter. As you exhale, making that star bigger and bigger, extending your hands. Okay, repeat, brighter and brighter. bigger and bigger, brighter and brighter, bigger and bigger, brighter and brighter, bigger and bigger, until your hands are fully extended out, resting them on your lap. Focusing now on that light, making it as big as the universe. That is your love, your trust, and your faith. And saying the affirmation after me now. I completely believe that the healing that I shall receive will heal me. I completely believe that the healing that I shall receive shall heal me. We will begin. Okay, love and blessings to you, Libra. Thank you very much. Taking all of that light now, retracting it back into yourself, and saying, God is making me better and better. 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 Putting all of that light back into the heart, back into the spirit light star, seeing the heart return back to normal. Love and blessings. Okay. So, Libra, when you see that candida getting smaller and smaller and smaller, that means that the threat that was upon your body is now diminishing away. Okay? So again, 24 hours, take it easy, be gentle and ginger with yourself. Love and blessings. Thank you very much. Okay, guys, thank you for your healing requests. We're now going to go into Q&A, so we'll spend about a half hour on Q&A right now. If you guys have an important Q&A that you want to send me, you can do it through donation. Otherwise, I'm just going through the list. Okay? So thank you very much. So I'm going to go to the top of the chat because I think there are some interesting questions here I was seeing earlier. So I can see if I can spot them. Okay, this one here is from Lisa Scott. Hello, Lisa. She's a regular here. Good to hear from you again. So Lisa says, hey, Brad, will the digital ID be taken away? Okay, so there's talk about digital ID. Some people see it as something that may be fundamentally negative. Some may see this is all part of the new quantum financial system that may be coming together, because there is a digital ID associated with that. So we'll look into the digital ID, what it represents, and what its momentum will be in the time ahead. So we'll do this with tarot for this one. Okay, so the digital ID, what does it represent, and what is its near future outcome here regarding the digital ID? Okay. All right, so the digital ID that is commonly talked about is a substitution for vaccine passports, okay? So this is the past, right? So they've been trying to roll this out. They've been trying to make it look like it's a really good thing, right? But this particular digital ID, because there will be one for the quantum financial system, but this is not the one, okay? This one is a sham, right? So this one, again, is where a lot of people are starting to get worried about this digital ID. What's happening here? What's it going to be, right? So there's some calamity with it. There's some people getting upset about this whole idea, okay? So this is kind of the situation right now. So authoritative figure. So we're seeing some stuff. This is just another dark cult shenanigan, okay? But I do not feel it's going to last. I think it's just going to be phasing itself out. I think it's going to be passing. I think people are going to see through the lies of it. They're going to see its transparency. And what is going to be the fate of this digital ID? It will die a terrible, terrible death. Okay? So the digital ID is not going to last. Again, it's all another part of the life movie once again, right? They're trying to use this as under disguise because their vaccine passports aren't working. So let's just disguise it as another name that would be pretty harmless, that doesn't have vaccine in the title, and we'll just call it the digital ID. No, it's going to phase out. So basically, we're seeing how it's dying out, and I also feel it'll take a new form, okay? It's going to take a new form. It's going to be replaced by something that's a lot more ethical, and that could be the idea of the quantum financial systems digital ID, which is, again, decentralized, okay, and unique identifier. So this is, again, just part of a wolf in sheep's clothing. The sheep's clothing is going to fly off, the wolf is going to be exposed, and the wolf is going to be processed out of here. And it feels like there will be a new digital ID on an ethical level that will be coming in. Again, that's what this card represents. We're seeing something on a much more higher plateau, something of a much more higher frequency coming in that will be part of the new quantum financial system to come here soon. Okay? So very good question, Lisa. That is what I'm getting pertaining to the digital ID altogether. All right. Okay. Thank you for your question. Moving on now. Okay, this one here is from Nguyen. I hope I'm pronouncing your name right. Nguyen says, will there be a global cyber attack which will cause all infrastructures to break down? So this is a good question. I think we'll do a bit of a bigger spread for this one. Okay. So again, the question is, will there be a global cyber attack which will cause all infrastructures to break down? Okay. I'm going to do what's known as my pillar spread for this. A big one. So let's take a look at that. If there's a cyber attack, a global cyber attack coming, and if there is one, will it cause infrastructures around the world to break down? So let's see what the cards say for that. Okay. Things are going to flip on its head, so the answer would be yes, but it's not going to be as bad as we think it is. It's not going to be some apocalyptic thing, okay? So yes, the entire idea of the stock market, right, the infrastructures that are taking place, all the financial structures, everything's going to be turned on its head. So this is confirming what I've talked about before, that not a single stone is going to be left unturned, okay? So yes, there's going to certainly be a flip, but again, I don't think it's as bad as people are thinking that it's going to be, okay? So the past, this is where, again, the dark cult, right? The Khazarian mafia has been running a lot of these infrastructures, okay? And they are on the way out. So they have all been, everything that has basically been touched by the KM is going to be flipped upside down, okay? So guys, please remember what I'm saying to you right now. Everything that the KM has ever touched is going to be flipped on its head, okay? It's exactly what this card is saying, okay? Everything. Brad, you mean some things? No, I mean every single thing that the KM has ever touched, that has ever contrived, is going to be flipped on its head. Every single thing. We're taking that inverted pentagram and we're flipping it around the other way. This is what the counter forces are doing, okay? So is this a hopeful card? Is this a hopeful situation, a fearful? It's kind of a cross in between, right? There's the feeling of people that may be very protective about this time. There's going to be some access denied to a lot of these perpetrators, so to speak. They're not going to be able to have a lot of access to the resources as well, too. People may fear the worst, right? So they're fearing this for sure. But like I said, I don't think it's going to be as horrible as people believe it to be, okay? So the present moment is that, yes, there's some scuffles going on. There's some fighting territorially all around the world, different countries. We're seeing, again, massive exposure coming together. We're seeing this grand change. We're seeing retribution. We're seeing retaliation. We're seeing fighting back, and watching these KMs getting kicked out of a lot of different countries, getting a lot of their access denied, which again, really, which represents this card as well too, right? Access denied. The greedy are going to be shafted out, right? So we're seeing that presently. This is happening right now. This is not just about the idea of the COVID situation, guys. Like I said, a lot of that is now starting to lighten up a little bit more, at least in my neck of the woods. But there's other situations that are going to be unfolding here that's going to last up to the end of the year, okay? So we're going to see a lot more of that, okay? So we're seeing a lot of new planning. We're seeing a lot of new infrastructure that is actually starting to build itself up, right? It has actually been ready for quite some time, but a lot of these things are now going to be fired up. A lot of this new infrastructure is going to be taking place of the old. So basically what's happening is the counter forces are basically shutting down a lot of the old systems pertaining to the KM, and they're doing everything they can to try and hold that lever so that it doesn't go all the way down, okay? But they're basically losing that battle. It's like a tug of war, right? Here's the counter forces over here, and they're in the thousands, and here's the KM over here, and they're in the dozens, right? And they're losing that tug of war. And this tug of war is still going to continue on for the next little while. But behind the scenes, like I said, guys, we're winning. This is a very, very positive time for humanity. And like I said, this happens every week because people come with new ideas and new questions. And so, Brad, what about this? What about that? What's happening? Guys, that's all part of the transition. That's all part of what's meant to happen during this time, because we are moving into new ground. We are seeing great transformation taking place. So a global cyber attack does feel like it's possible, yes, but I don't feel it's going to be as bad as people think it is, okay? So with the near future, this is good. We got the nurturing, loving, new consciousness being birthed, right? New fertility, new ideas, new concepts, new systems coming together. So a very, very positive card for the near future, okay? We got to listen to our inner voice. We got to see some surprises coming. There's going to be some surprises, and some of those surprises are going to make people upset, okay? People who are really not in the know, they're going to feel pretty upset about this. Oh my God, what's happening with these systems? Everything's falling apart. All these new things are happening. What's going on? Right? So a lot of the sleepers, so to speak, are panicking. But like I said, this is all part of a war. This is all part of a big fight. And like I said, we're seeing all of these things coming together. 1 second, guys. I got someone at my door. 1 second.
Sorry to bother you. I'm going to turn everything in, and I got the U-Haul coming. I was just wondering if maybe you could move your car so we could park the U-Haul here.
Okay, I'm just doing a thing right now.
Yeah.
When is it coming in?
The U-Haul should be here in like 20 minutes.
Okay, I'll see if I can get it about 10, 15.
Okay, thank you.
All right.
Sorry.
Oh, sorry. Thank you. Okay, sorry about that. I have a new neighbor moving in, so they want me to move my car. Anyways, so like I said, this is us fending off the bad guys, taking out the opposition, and moving into new territory. Okay, so victory is ahead. Like I said, this is all about justice. This is all about judgment, right? So we're seeing victory coming together here. All of these veils of illusion are being cut away, and we're seeing triumph coming together. So thank you, Nguyen, for your question. So yes, the idea of I would just call it the idea of a global reset, right? We call it a global cyber attack, but I think there's a lot more to it than just that. It is part of a reset that is taking place. Like I said, this is why 2023 represents that of reset itself, okay? So thank you for your question. Okay. Okay, so I'm just going to be a little choosy with some of the questions here, guys. Okay, some people have asked me to look at same countries that I've looked at before, so I want you guys to look at the previous New Earth Insights episodes going back the last month. Okay, because some of you are asking me about certain countries that I've already done readings for. Okay, I've already done readings for Sweden. Okay, I've already done Sweden, quite a lot of country readings altogether. So I'm just kind of seeing if there's a new country that I have not tackled yet, but I have tackled Sweden already, okay? So just look back into the last couple of New Earth Insights. You'll see me talking about that, okay? All right. Okay, Catherine says, Brad, experiencing confusion regarding folks being encouraged to offer prayers to the Ukraine and Russia. Why is that confusing? What's wrong with offering prayers to Ukraine and Russia? Right? There's innocent people that live in Ukraine, so they're more than happy to receive prayers, right? You know, usually when people are giving prayers, they're not giving prayers to the dark cult, okay? If they know some innocent people there in Ukraine, that is a great blessing, okay? Everybody truly deserves the love that a blessing brings forward, the prayer that it comes from. So whether you're in Ukraine, whether you're in Russia, whether you're anywhere in the world, okay? I don't see a problem with that, okay? Basically, as I've said, yes, that the underworld pertaining to Ukraine is being shifted out, but yeah, it's still important to give your love to the innocent people, right? The innocent civilians. So yeah, I don't see a problem with that. So I really couldn't tell you anything else other than that, okay? I don't really see that as a problem at all. Okay, I know some people are asking, any chance I'm going to visit this place or that place when the restrictions fall away? Sure. The restrictions aren't currently allowing me to do that, guys, okay? So there's still some restrictions in place. I don't think they'll be around for much longer. Once the restrictions are gone and the unvaccinated are able to fly country to country, I'll be happy to go to a lot of different places. If you guys want to set up events for me and saying, Brad, I got 100 people here at a space in my country when you arrive, great. I'll book the tickets once the restrictions are up, okay? I have no problem going to your country to doing an event with you guys when the restrictions are gone, okay? You want to be the setup, you want to be the person that sets everything up, the event coordinator, fantastic. I'll be there with bells on, okay? But we just have to wait until the restrictions fall, okay? Okay. So just give me a moment here, guys. I'm just going down the list here. Yep, so VW Girl pretty much sums it up. I can't cross the US border as I'm unvaxxed, and both our commie governments require it to cross. Yeah, it's unfortunate, but it's true. Exactly. No, I am certainly unvaccinated. I'll be staying that way. All right. All right, let's go down the list here a bit more. Okay, just give me a moment here, guys. I'm going to start us going down the list. Okay, here's a healing code card question from Kim. If I charge my full bottle of water and drink half of the bottle and refill it with fresh water, will my water still be charged with the healing codes? Sometimes I think you guys just invent these questions on purpose. I'm kind of joking around with you, but... Well, what I would basically suggest is if you're drinking half the water, then I would suggest just put the codes back on. This is just my guess, okay? Because, I mean, you guys kind of invent these situations. So what I would suggest is before even filling up your bottle, why not just drink the entire thing? Okay, if you finish it halfway and then you put some more water into it, take the cards again and put it up so that that water that you're putting into the water is getting charged as well too. You'll probably get some residual effects from the water that's still charged, but I would say why not fill it up and fully charge it all the way, okay? So I'd say put the cards back on it and let all of the water there be charged, okay? So that would be my suggestion on it, okay? Okay, let me go down the list here a bit more. We're gonna probably take about one or two more questions, guys, and we're gonna do some, we're gonna do the last group healing. Okay, I don't really want to do this question, but I guess I'll do it. VW Girl says, Brad, please comment on WHO plan for all countries to sign over the medical rights so the WHO would be the medical dictator. I think you're really giving them way too much credit. Okay, I think you're just giving us way too much credit, and to the point where everything is falling apart. It is not going to be what you think it is, and this is why I don't really feel like answering the question. But because you're constantly bringing it up, I guess I'll go ahead and do it. Okay. But it is not what you think it is. There's way too much fear behind that question, VW Girl. Lighten yourself up a little bit more, right? You have to look into things about how things are going. Counter forces are way stronger right now than the KM, okay? So we get too much into these things, and like I said, it just eats us up. It's like battery acid, like we're swallowing that down. There's a lot more goodness coming into the world right now than this, but we'll look into that right now. So let's look into the World Health Organization, trying to convince countries to sign over their medical rights. Okay, so how is that going to pan out? Okay. So first of all, that's nothing but a big illusion. Okay, that's nothing but a big scam itself. The intention of what they're trying to do is nothing but a scam. In fact, it looks like something that's just contrived. Okay, so this is not even something that's really a threat. All right. So like I said, counter forces are in charge. This is a counter force card. Okay, counter forces are pretty much overseeing. WHO is pretty much under counter force jurisdiction now. It's not under KM anymore. Okay. So the WHO, the CDC is moving in that direction as well too. Okay, so we're seeing some new transformative opportunities coming together here. We're seeing that the old KM isn't able to get what they want. There's going to be new opportunities, new shifts taking place, right? A lot of things happening behind the scenes that are really going to shift the narrative here, pertaining to thinking that a lot of countries are going to hand over their medical rights, and so that the KM can go and terrorize them. No, guys, the KM is dying. It's what I've been saying to you guys every single week. It's dying. It doesn't have that resources. It does not have that strength. It does not have that stroke. They are dying away. They are dying a slow death. Okay? So behind the scenes, like I said, this is showing some victory. This is showing some good things that are coming. We're seeing great transformation taking place in the background. We're seeing an uplifting time. Those narratives are going to fall away. That is life movie. Okay? So we're seeing, again, a lot of shifting behind the curtain. We're seeing countries actually coming together to take out the KM, to basically remove them from any particular positions of power. That's what's taking place right now. Countries are in cooperation. Okay? Let the good times roll. Let the happy times come. This is what's in our near future. Okay? So VW girl, this is why I was saying before the reading, don't get so heavy into the fear porn. Okay? Because that's not what's happening. A lot of this is just illusion. A lot of it is the sideshow. A lot of it is the life movie psyop trying to tell you guys these things. Oh, WHO is going to do some horrible things. How do you guys know? Have you even looked into it? Have you looked into it with your heart? Have you actually seen what's happening behind the scenes rather than looking at the clown show? Right? A lot of things are transforming right now, and it is not what you think is going to happen. Yes, there's going to be some intense times to come, but this is all part of the transitional process. The earth has already decided the corrupt will not stay. They are going. They are dying. They are finito. They are leaving. Okay? But we're in the transitional process right now, which is what 2022 represents. It's the year of action. It's the year of taking the boot to the butt of the KM and kicking them out. Okay? So that is what's happening. That's what's taking place. So it is not, again, what many of you think it is, pertaining to fear porn and all that stuff about, oh, WHO is going to do this and they're going to try and take over the world again. They're going to try and create a new virus. No, I haven't got anything like that. They are not going to try the virus path again. They've already failed with that. No one's going to buy into it. Okay? Maybe they may try some things locally, but on a worldwide level, no, not at all. Okay? So guys, I do have to wrap up here really quickly. Okay, I'll be back next Thursday with some more questions, more Q&A time. Okay, we're going to end right now with the group healing. So let's just take a moment now and get ourselves relaxed and comfortable, keeping our spine nice and erect. Now again, if this healing is for somebody else, you can feel free to send it to them as well too. Just make that intention. Okay, so placing our hands upon the center of our chest in prayer posture, seeing the heart turning transparent. Okay, seeing that little spirit light star coming into the center of the palms, taking a deep breath in, deep breath out, expanding that star, making it brighter and brighter. Exhale, making it bigger and bigger. Inhale, brighter and brighter. Exhale, bigger and bigger. Expanding the hands all the way. Okay. Once it's fully extended, putting the hands down. One sec, guys. Damn it. Sorry, I forgot to unmute my microphone. Damn it, guys. I apologize. I do have to run. I'm sorry if you guys didn't able to hear me. Sorry about that. I do have to run, though, okay? So I apologize if you couldn't hear me. I'll make it up to you guys next week, okay? So what I would suggest is just go back to last week's broadcast. Because you weren't able to hear my sounds, tune into the same thing. Let that healing go. I do have to run. Sorry, guys. I'm in a hurry, okay? And I will get back to you guys on Thursday. Thank you for your questions. Thank you for your requests today. I'm sorry that I'm in such a hurry. I'll talk to you all next week. All right, take care. Thank you very much for checking out the New Earth Teachings YouTube channel. Feel free to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And you can check out the websites, newearthteachings.com, where you can order a private session, 3 questions by email, EQ method, and a lot more. And you can also check out healingcodecards.com, where you can grab your mind deck, your body deck, and of course the brand new body deck special edition. All of these are available in digital editions as well. And you can also get a shirt just like this through healingcodeshop.com, where you can experience the healing codes in apparel form. So feel free to check out these websites. Thank you so much, and I'll speak to you again in the next video. Be well.